Welcome back to your videos. This is a reading for my Pisces. Okay, we are wrapping up the end of October, so that's what we are focusing on. It could represent past, present, or future as we get into November. All right, if you have any questions or concerns, please check out the channel. The members section is back up. We have a lot of posts, so make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell just to engage with us. I do a lot of giveaways, and I have a lot of gifts for you Pisces. So those of you that have visited the store, take a look at all of the new items. I have a new drop coming in for November, and I don't know, I'm just feeling like, I don't know, generous, motivated. And shout out to those of you that have supported. We're going to get started with the reading. I want to say that the card that was drawn out as an explanation, okay, because I did shuffle out your energy and I got the cards, and then I was like, wrap it up, Spirit. What are we talking about? The Three of Wands came out into reverse. At the bottom of the deck here, you have it's on its way to you, and I thought that it was super dope. So it's on its way to you. I'm absolutely positive is in reference to something that you guys were working toward, are working toward, manifesting, or it's an actual person. Not gonna hold you. Everybody doesn't have a person that's stubborn, that, you know, didn't communicate their feelings properly, and is just waiting on the right time to juice you up and come back kikiing. Okay, I will set a disclaimer that intuitively I feel this person is a friend or a situation. It's not so much like an ex-husband, wife, or a girlfriend or boyfriend. I don't feel that a commitment was ever established, and I felt that you focusing on productivity, your businesses, your health, your life purpose, your soul mission, whatever you're focusing on, I feel like moved you away from some stagnant energy where you could have waited on this person, or you're waiting on this manifestation, or you're waiting to get started with that project, and Spirit is saying to, you know, idle time is the devil's workshop. So it's gonna vary depending on what's in your chart and how it works with the planetary alignments, okay? Because some of us, it may have been stagnancy in our own habits and behaviors, where we have like a lot of choices, a lot of options, confusion, and really need to, like this Three of Wands says, we really need to kind of like pinpoint and compartmentalize so that we can better manage, you know, our time, our ideas, because you guys are so amazing and so creative. You could be thinking of so many things, right? You could have so many options. If this is a person that slept on you in the past, okay, or if you slept on someone in the past and there were just a lot of options that caused delays in making choices and picking and choosing or doing the right thing, that may be changing. All right, so overall energy, we have like finally making a decision. Look, I be all the we have finally making a decision. We have compartmentalizing to better manage our time, energy, and efforts. Okay, but you got the Three of Wands in reverse. Now, how we started out though, okay, we had the Five of Moons, which is like the Five of Cups, that was clarified by the Hermit. Then you had Two Cups, all right, that was clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So I'm like, okay, earth energy, water, all right. So it's the physical and it's the spiritual. It's like multi-dimensional stuff going on, which usually happens with soulmates, whether you guys make it into a relationship or not. And also happens when there's a person on a path that may incorporate several different elements, like your spiritual journey or personal life, finances versus love life, or whatever the case, right? And then lastly, I wonder, is this in? Yes, it is. Jesus Christ, it's just tacky. Okay, and then you had let me see, is it in here? Because I can't see the screen like I usually can. I thought this was kind of dope because the outcome advice is creeping in with the Ace of Swords. Okay, this is gonna piss me off. Excuse my French. The Ace of Swords and the Sun card. So there's definitely some a release in being stagnant. Can you see this? No, probably. There's definitely some awareness, some enlightenment, whatever confusion, there's clarity, and most importantly, there's a slaying of the dragon. If there are internal things that are in the psyche causing issues, causing us to hesitate a bit or be stagnant, and or that kept some of you in separation, okay? So this is Virgo energy. We also have Scorpio energy for some of you. The Hermit is internalizing. And so if we're internalizing with the Five of Cups, there's a person that may have some regrets, could have missed an opportunity. And it's like, well, missed an opportunity and what? And I feel like it was a very, a situation that may have had very high potential, whether it be like a relationship, a project, or an idea. There was potential in it, and it was just like raw. It was like not something that parents would have forced on you to do with your life, not something that people would have been opportunist, you know, trying to go towards something because they felt it would be XYZ. This was just raw, pure potential of something based on the facts, you know, the people involved, or just the personality, whatever habits you have, whatever, right? Then you have the Two of Cups, which could be challenging though, because this is balance and harmony. And it also talks about kind of like the potential, like your potential lies in your ability to stay balanced. Some of us that may be dealing with sadness, depression, or just too much isolation, that it may be creating some disharmony, right? That could be affecting our mood, our behaviors, our habits, our inability to create, like, because the Page of Pentacles works through the night and is like a go-getter, right? That type of energy could bring some sort of balance and harmony into stagnancy. And that's usually what happens when we have two people. I hate when people do that. It's like, we have two people, baby, that's four. Okay, so we have two people that could be different, where someone brings about like emotional or spiritual fulfillment, and someone else brings about some sort of like earthly potential motivation type deal. When those two elements are apart, one person could be missing a spark in one area of their life, while the other person kind of missing a spark in that area of their life. But the good news is, okay, with the Ace of Swords and the Sun card, I feel that there is communication and truth, or just cutting of a cord to raise our vibration and take heed to whatever the situation taught us, like when you just put the facts down. Because if you write it down on paper, the pros and the cons, it'll keep you from being confused and like lingering in energy that's no longer necessary. And this could be for whatever aspect of your life, and it could also be what the other person is doing. It's like, despite how I feel, I may not miss an opportunity if I can get over myself and communicate with this person how I truly feel. And then others of you, it's like, there's no missed opportunity if you change the habits that could improve the harmony and balance within whatever aspect of your life this repeated behavior is in. Okay, so I asked Spirit for some extra, right? Because we ain't even just busted open. This is kind of like our intro. It says visualize your desire. So I love that, where visualize with the Hermit gives me this internal like meditative state. So somebody doing that too long, especially those that may have slept on you, right? Or if there's something you feel like passed you by, right? It's like a reflective state, right? Some people are maybe at the drawing board reflecting, and unfortunately that could be causing some sort of negative energy like depression or feelings of guilt and regret. However, if it's sitting down, being honest and realizing that leads to this breakthrough of this communication, it's all worth it, right? So here we had unveil your truth. And so that's why I said, like, someone wants something, but could have been refusing to see it. And they do see it, because you wouldn't be having regrets or dealing with, depression, sadness, or a mood, okay, that caused you to kind of like separate yourself. Because it's not like they're off partying without you. They're going through something that they wouldn't even show you or communicate with you, right? And it may have something to do with their truth, or the truth regarding their matter, the truth about how they feel. And I like visualize and unveil because it's like the high priesty energy, right? Where the visualization is something that you have to see it to believe it, okay? And unveil means that something may not have been revealed. And with the Ace of Swords, with the Sun card, I feel like it's going to be. Something that you truly desire may be coming in for you. You don't see it coming because the Three of Wands says, you know, the ship sailed, or we waited, we turned around, and we just trying to focus on being whatever practical. We're trying to minimalize all of the options and ideas or offers that we have, and focus on what truly matters, that's going to be the most productive, that could lead this person to you, that could lead you to a person, or it may improve your livelihood. Okay, that's what Spirit said, your livelihood. So the next card we have is Take It to the Altar, where I got super excited because y'all know I'm a love bug. I was like, who trying to get married? Okay, and that's when that card came out. It was Take It to the Altar. And then I asked Spirit, like, to make sense of, that's okay, I'll be honest, that's what I said. I was like, okay, give me one word, give me a sentence, give me a picture. What are we talking about here? Because I didn't just want to go off with marriage when clearly it could have been about a personal journey, habits and behaviors, some sort of communication too. It's just like slow, you know what I mean? It's like someone is very slow to communicate what it is that they want, right? Or what the truth of the matter is. But anyway, so we have Take It to the Altar coming out with the Sun card, okay? Take It to the Altar with the Sun card. That's definitely talking about marriage, okay? And it could even be like a marriage license. Oh my God. So for some of you, hey, that's very interesting. And you know, it's like visualize your desires. I missed an opportunity with you. And what if somebody's like getting married, and you know, where it says speak now, forever hold your peace, they sitting there thinking about you. Baby, look. So let's we're gonna get some wild bit messy. Y'all to see my face. I'm sitting here like very inquisitive here. We're gonna take out some tarot cards to see what else we have. This one wants to show its face. We got Scorpio with the Five of Cups. Look at that. Engagement, an event of some sort. The Four of Wands. Also, it just talks about rebirth and transformation, and for some of us, rearranging things, you know what I'm saying, or developing a plan of some sort. So that's kind of cool. Let's see what we have for the visualize your desires with the Hermit card, the Five of Cups. All right, and like I said, it doesn't have to be Virgo, could be Virgo energy, and I'll just shuffle a few more times and pull off the top if I have to. The Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. Spirit said stop, and I was like, I don't like the way that looks, but I'm gonna listen. We got the Ace of Pentacles, we got the Eight of Wands, we have the Sun card. So this is perfect. All right, visualizing means that this hand is presenting whatever that physical manifestation is, and it's gonna come in quite swiftly. So while there have been some delays with the Three of Wands in the past, it's in the reverse because for some of you it represents the past. Now, this does talk about joy, happiness, or raising your vibration. It also talks about a realization, maybe the two of you coming together. Some of you, it could talk about children. If you have children that are in school, you know, far from you, that feel kind of like isolated and is dealing with a lot, there may be some communication coming home for the holidays or whatever, okay? We have the Page of Rods. Some of you guys may be receiving some sort of news. The Six of Swords says that remain calm, move out of chaos, because we have the Queen of Cups here with the Magician, and you could receive some sort of news or have some sort of communication that stirs up some emotions, because this person is normally the agent of chaos that keeps you confused. And I think there's some sort of emotional connection or like a subconscious lesson involved, right? It also encourages us to stay grounded and to go the distance. Usually when I see the Eight Wands, it talks about a lot of talking, a lot of traveling, a lot of movement, swiftness, okay? But from the distance, there's something manifesting itself into the third dimension for some of you that's gonna make you really happy. And I don't know if it's a kid, a marriage, just your vibration raising, some sort of joy, because I do see the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups here. So spending too much time internalizing things could be less favorable for us. Raising that vibration says to take action, go somewhere, try something new, okay? To stay grounded And this manifestation will definitely come in. All right. I also see marriage. Like I said, somebody's going to be communicating about marriage, and then you have take it to the altar. And I did say marriage license, and this represents some sort of contract document, okay? Or somebody just visualizing something. Look at that. Everything's coming in threes, okay? So we have Scorpio energy again, just like the Five of Cups connected to the Eight of Cups. We have the King of Cups energy with the Tower here. Somebody waited on something and realized they had to walk away from it and just break the glass ceiling, whatever that lie was, okay? There could have been some plans or some broken promises. It also says that somebody's energy is just going to shift, and then they realize that something that they once believed is, not something that they believe, okay, at the time. There may have been some instability too. So if anyone was dealing with struggles financially or energetically, it just caused them to walk away from things because they had already lost so much. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't have what it takes, I guess, to sustain whatever it is that you desire. I don't feel comfortable. Maybe it makes them insecure, because the King of Cups could deal with insecurities where, damn, I missed out. You know what I'm saying? And now I don't even got it. And be mindful of that, because if this is about finances or business, it's like, if you have an opportunity, because the King of Cups is also like an investor, if you have an opportunity to make an investment in something, I feel that trusting in the process and making that investment could be favorable because of some unexpected income that could be coming in, right? So don't doubt yourself, right? If it doesn't seem to make sense at the moment, it's just like, hold your focus, and more of the truth will be unveiled to you as you walk forward. All right, so I thought that was kind of dope for some of you guys. I also feel that for my Pisces, because this represents like the second decan of Pisces, and it's telling me something about why this Three of Wands is in the reverse. If there's energetic instability that could be causing some sort of delays, just be mindful to move away from things that no longer serve you. So don't stay in confrontational situations, emotionally triggering situations, just like anything that takes you to a place that you don't need to be mindful of that. So I think that that's kind of cool. Looking at the Page of Stars and the Two of Cups, something wanted to talk. Let's see. Because I see this difference. The Page of Wands came out in the beginning, and then the Page of Pentacles is in the challenge, or what's crossing the situation. Okay. The Three of Wands again, and the Four of Swords. So resting, I feel that there may have been like a pause. And see, you really didn't break up. This is like a temporary situation, and some of you guys may not want to hear that. If it's a person that is like always a situation, it's just like a separation of some sort or a pause. I do feel that there is victory in a situation, or some sort of peace being restored. I see the Nine of Pentacles. So for those of you where I said make those investments, the Nine of Pentacles says that there could be some unexpected income that is delayed. So it's not like it's some magical motivational speech that I'm giving you. It's just like some money or something that you totally forgot about is on its way to you, and it's going to bring some sort of balance and harmony while you think you missed an opportunity, or your current way of thinking may cause you to miss an opportunity. It's like something you totally forgot about could be circling back for you, right? I don't think these cards like these cards. It's like once you use the ones that go with them, I don't know, because they ain't just doing a normal thing. Now I did see this, the Nine of Wands with the Seven of Cups. It's just giving me somebody keep trying over and over and over, and don't, how can I say this? Okay, so just imagine that I'm very persistent, but also confused, right? That is definitely chasing somebody's tail. It also could talk about whoever may feel that they've been emotionally abused. Spirit says slander. So like, where does slander come from? Like, it's been some bullshit, I suppose. And if somebody's slandering, then they may have a reason, to be kind of guarded. But guard yourself, I guess, against confusion and chaos. Others of you, a more positive message, okay? Where we persevere and sort of like maintain through the Eight of Wands, well, we've taken action, we've gone the distance, and still, may not be 100% satisfied. The perseverance says that you're manifesting multiple things. And if you're anything like me, Pisces, maybe you're asking for a lot, Maybe you want to cover different aspects of your life. And it's like, I trust the process. You ain't got to put all the 7 cups at once with me. Just, let's have 1 and then 2 will come and 3 will come. But maybe that it doesn't work that way for some. Maybe it's like, nope, you're going to, out of nowhere, get a lot of things at once instead of just this reassurance that we need, right? To have these manifestations come in as we ask them to, right? Or as the work has been done or completed. It's like, no. Now, others of us quit, right? The perseverance is needed because there's a habit of, I don't want to say giving up, but it's just like losing our balance, becoming imbalanced, not having harmony and flow in a situation has caused many manifestations to almost come in, but then it's like not quite, because maybe the perseverance was a little bit off. Judgment here, we do it a lot. It has something to do with your soul purpose and karmic number. We also have that person from the past that caused confusion, the whole reason for your core wounds, right? That could be a family member, that could be a lover, that could be a twin flame, whoever the case may be. Now we want to appreciate you, or something's being brought to our attention. Whoa, not our toxic shit. Some of us could be dealing with a Capricorn. Others of us, it's like spirit has been keeping you and guiding you toward calmer waters, because you may have inhabited, right, through hereditary, through environmental, through cosmic generational stuff, through something in your natal chart or something you ate yesterday, I don't know, some dark energy in your psyche that causes some sort of confusion. And maybe your habits, your diets, the things that you do may have to be a little different from others, right? Any of us that have like neurological issues, we should be the last ones being, overindulging in, what do they call it, stimulants, right? Because you could naturally, be overstimulated by anything. So it's just like having a lot of coffee, being in crowds, toxic relationships, what you watch on TV, the foods that we eat. It's just like not necessary. Others of us, it's kind of like our addictions. Okay, or this person, this silly ass, this individual is not like my friend for you. But I'm trying to be nice and unbiased, because clearly they're going through something, and maybe spirit working with them too. But if you have a person that comes to mind that, or even if it's you, that's why I try to, not be judging, be cool with my words, because I'm on your side. Okay. If you know a person that comes to mind, even if it's you, that has, I don't know, an obsessive behavior toward, it could be anything, sex, food, drugs, people, love, whatever. It's like those obsessions have caused negative effects, So if this person has been indulging in toxins, right? It may have taken a toll on their perspective, their energy, their behavior. And that's true, because if somebody go out and I just know, that just makes sense, that you ain't yourself. Okay. So somebody could be battling some core wounds, due to somebody's repeat confusion. That could happen as a child, dealing with a parent who breaks promises, or a person with a lover that never really gets, on the right path or on foot, right? Because somebody could even be off their path. The 3 of Wands talks about, the path less paved, with the Hermit having some sort of special, calling in life. These cards say that that's dope. Like somebody with a special calling in life is getting protected and ripped out of a situation because you desire something that's not good for you. And you've been taken on a path of personal development so that you can see what's true to you, and not just whoever, you kind of like became due to your environment, your genes, or however you wired, so that's kind of cool. Let's see this text to the out. Okay, that's the only. Now we want to pop out. Okay. We got the King of Cups here, right? Been talking about the King of Cups. Since this is like the Queen of Cups energy. Now that I even think of that before we move forward, the 2 cups here and the Page of Pentacles, this is like the, okay, yeah, I see that. I don't want to say rose-colored glasses, but it is definitely like a sweeter energy that like is the problem. And I can see a person who is dealing with internal struggles and Spirit said infidelities. That's crazy. Ooh, because of the engagement, right? Or the marriage license. That's crazy. I'm gonna leave that alone because it's just like so many thoughts. But I got the Queen of Cups, like, I don't know, being sweet because something or someone has potential. And then the veil is the intuition. And if it's challenging, it's like we're not trusting our gift because we like somebody or something. And if they is charming, you know, as the King of Cups may be, or attractive, yeah, Spirit is like, I'm protecting you from that person, or people like that. So you may have been single, so I can try to get you to figure out the things that you like or the things that you want to do. Because it could be in some of our charts. I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna say us because I know that it's connected to Scorpio and Pisces. When we just have a habit of of like playing with fire, that's the best way I can say it. Like having questionable partners, being in unorthodox situations, you know, that's a placement. So I won't put that on me or you or this situation. I'll just say there are some Scorpio and Pisces placements that do that. And if we also are starseeds that have this grand, you know, rite of passage to do something else, right? Super galactic. I could see us being off track, but it's not even your fault. And so I think I appreciate that the most with Spirit. Our ancestors, guides, okay, or God itself, whatever your thing is, to be patient with us and like tolerant and loving, because you ain't even trying to be this. And maybe even this individual that is not my favorite. And see, that's the Queen of Cups. She gonna make excuses for people. She gonna say, she gonna say, well, you know, it's kind of in their chart, and they're dealing with the transits and like these the aspects of themselves that they can't control, and you know, they gotta really master themselves and have some divine intervention to start controlling them. And I agree. However, I can't let that get me off track or slow me down, right? Or you either. So here we have the partner who's very supportive and could get lost in a relationship because of the very same things that I just said. And also, or Casanova, that's having this change of heart. For those of you where it's more so toward finances, remember I talked about the investments, your business, or just you being the employee of the month and not being particularly compensated, maybe even going through a separation or being laid off. And it was the best thing that could ever happen to you because you'd have missed an opportunity getting too comfortable in that, you know, loop or whatever. So here we have, this kind of connects me to that. So the 2 of Pentacles, which talks about something is building momentum. It could be your business. It could be the relationship. It could be them finally opening their eyes, because I saw the 6 of Wands and it's like, now I see you for you. Yeah. Okay. The 3 birds still give me the 3 of Swords, honey. These 2 feathers in her hat says that she's no longer in that Queen of Cups energy where we so far under the water and the fog, we're not trusting our intuition. So that could be the change. The 9 of Pentacles that I didn't give a lot of attention to is coming back up because that's where the details come from, and somebody making a statement with how they look, you know, their appearance. Some of you, it's like you have to put your energy into the expression of whatever it is that you're trying to create. And she got that shit on. Ain't that what they say? She got that shit on. So that could be the change for some of us, maybe some aesthetics. Others of us, it could be the change in how we present ourselves. Wow, because the Page of Pentacles has that in common with the King of Cups and this 2 of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. So that could bring some balance and harmony if you just be you. Now, if there is a person that it's like an old time soulmate. There's some sort of tie, right? I'm not going to say it's karmic, but it's a soulmate. I don't know who it is. It could be this Virgo, could be Scorpio, could be Aquarius, could be Leo, could be Gemini, I don't know, okay? My point is, right, this individual may have been dealing with some financial turbulence, right? And some things that we thought didn't happen for us. Maybe they, they like to blame stuff on us, but I don't see I don't see nobody naming the jar on the table, but they like blaming stuff on us. And it's like, you did this shit. And it's like, what? I'm over here. I'm straight. You the one put yourself way up down that pedestal just so you had to fall so far. But there's change coming. Okay, for we said take it to the altar. There's some kind of change coming. And here's the Six of Swords where I said, like, Spirit is like helping out this sweetheart that, just sees things one way, but somebody else might not. And it's unnecessary. You don't deserve it. Also, those of us that have this super galactic cosmic purpose, right? And then also are being infiltrated by transits or destiny and fate or whatnot. Some divine intervention swoops in and says, let's go to make these changes, right? Because here she is. Not that I have anything against my Queen of Cups or his one true love. It's just, baby, there may be some changes that need to be made. And I keep getting aesthetics for some of us, because she's also someone who's very beautiful. And maybe something changed in how someone looks or how someone looks at something. I don't know. She's looking back at the past at him, and he trying to move forward, but kind of he in the present moment, but trying to move into the future. I'm sideways. And see, I like that they put him sideways, because sideways could mean a lot of things. And so somebody could be juggling, and while you juggling, Spirit just like carrying me on. But they seem like the perfect match, right? So here's like the Two of Cups giving me too, like the conscious and the subconscious. Now the subconscious, there's a change and it's being worked on that may, bring about some sort of change in the physical life, because they say that's where we manifest from. So some of you having some changes in personal behaviors, perspectives could bring about communication, marriage, or some new insight, or raising your vibration. I think that that's super dope. Now, the Three of Wands that I said started everything, that talked about compartmentalizing and managing better to pinpoint without all of this stuff that you want to do. This talks about online. Look at that. This also talks about wholeness, completion, like that's going to help you elevate yourself or evolve somehow. The world also talks about an ending that brings about some sort of new beginning. And I see that she has two wands. So it's kind of like where I said the three wands is the past. The two wands is always an optimistic aspect for the present. And in the present with the world, it's like, oh, the God's gift to the earth. Okay. The Six of Coins, we have that Libra scale. And I noticed some similarities between the way he's dressed and the way that Page of Wands was dressed. I ain't missed that. He ain't got all the shit that she had. So it's like, so I'd rather roll with Spirit and get some increase and make some changes, rather than dealing with someone that may not be reciprocating, or I have to wait and experience someone else's karma. Okay, so I don't know about that. As soon as you guys start, it's over. And it's probably a repeat loop of that, because I did ask about this, and it's like, I'm not waiting on you anymore, okay? And I'm not necessarily expecting, I'm not living in delusion of, okay, well, maybe we're not on this path, we're not on this path, we're going to forge our own way. Like, none of that shit really worked for whoever this is. See what I'm saying? And you know that. So this is some sort of realization. This is no longer being controlled by the transits and whatever your natal chart say you're supposed to be. This is like getting more in control of destiny and not being so manipulative. Is that a word, manipulatable? Is it? If it's not, I'll create it right now. Don't be so manipulatable. Okay? So it's like, yeah, no puppets, okay? When you reach that upper level, hey, then you got that glow. That's what that Two of Pentacles is. Let me see. I'm going to be nosy. You feel the world So this does talk about having more than enough, I feel, and knowing how to say no. Like, I don't want you. I don't want this. I don't want that. If some of you are maybe possibly doing like online dating or whatever, it's a shit show. It's what that says. And this person coming back into that, like, he feels complete with Pisces, is now becoming aware of that. Like, either has gotten rejected by somebody or is just not happy with the options that's being given to him, you know, or her. See what I'm saying? That brings us back to this pause, right? This, maybe it's not over, maybe it's just in some sort of separation or something that I'm revisiting, something that had already been put to rest. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all need to meditate. We always say that because, we don't want a hard heart, okay? There could be, okay, maybe somebody's name is in the jar. Well, okay. Because Kali Ma is like, you shouldn't have bothered her or him. Motherfucker. Well, so that's what we have. That is what we have. I will pull a closing card from my Pisces to see what else Spirit has. Okay. I didn't want to take it. I was going to keep shuffling. Like, I'm not doing that. And it was like, yes, you are. Okay. So we have presence, evidence of a divine presence. Oh, man, I forgot. I shuffled out. I was like, Spirit, what are we going to talk about today? And I never did that reading, and now I just messed it up because it was dope. It was probably for these people, whoever the situationship was. Okay, it'll come up. Okay, anyway. We have presence, intimacy. I forgot why these cards were sitting over there, but it's cool. I know that somebody was reflecting, and I know that somebody wants to communicate. And it also talks about speaking the truth. So there's some truth that is going to come from someone after some moments of reflection. And see that 33 gives me like self-mastery. I love the 8 being connected with this intimacy because it gives me like Leo vibes, or just like, ooh, having grace, having strength, being in our ego, or just being tolerant of ourselves, okay? And then here's change. Is this going to be some sort of communication in how somebody talk? What they saying or what they not saying? And 2 5s here. Like, there's some sort of blend. So maybe for some of you guys, the harmony and the balance is coming in. If it hadn't been blended, because, you know, 3 and 2 is 5, but they're separated, right? And if I add them together, boom, that's what we got, right? So presence, we have the energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and now. And see, that's what I mentioned that when we were talking about the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, because the King of Cups, it was like he was kind of facing forward, kind of sideways. What we doing, right? And then these are 3 bubbles or 6 bubbles. I see 3 bubbles, but then somebody else could be like, whoa, well, technically. Anyways, ooh, this is pretty. Okay, so you got intimacy. The energy of intimacy supports us trusting that we are safe to allow closeness. See what I'm saying? That 9 of Wands. Right? That 7 of Cups. Then we got reflection. The energy of reflection supports our growth through the insights we get from the contemplations of self and others. Okay, so think about yourself. Don't sit there and think about me. I really need you to be one with self first. Now, because somebody toxic pulling on my energy thinking about me is unwelcomed. Please know that. So don't sit and, you know, Pisces, this could be how you feel. This could be how they feel. This could be something that may have already been communicated or that's going to be communicated. But it's just like, yo, if you messed up, I appreciate it. But put that energy into yourself. Okay, put that time into yourself. Go to the drawing board about you. Okay, so there's that. Now the 5th chakra, the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. So I love that. While they're reflecting, they're going to have some sort of realization that merges something that is currently, you know, at odds. Okay? I do hope that it helps. And thank you guys for watching.